This is a landscape, and whether you are stuck at home or able to roam, we humans like to see the vast, untainted, beautiful landscapes of our Earth. It fills us with wonder and calm, so much that photographers like Ansel Adams, who captured the beauty of America's national parks, or the artists of the acclaimed Hudson River Valley School of Landscape Painting, captured the grand scale of places untouched by man. Note the tiny bear in the lower right and the huge mountain in the distance. Art lovers just gobble up landscapes. I'd also like to introduce you to Audrey Heller. Her landscapes also play with scale, but in a different way. Where is this landscape? How big is it in real life? Artist Danial Dorall also did this, showing us something that is beautiful and thought-provoking by playing with scale. What is happening here? Is it a natural place? Here is artist Xiaoxiang Shen, who uses photo collage, stands it up, and holds it in front of a window to give an interesting effect. All of these artists might make us think of humans' interaction with the environment and the earth. My challenge for you is to use recycled or repurposed things you already have on hand to create a tiny landscape. This is an exercise in creativity, since what you'll make will depend on what you have in your immediate vicinity. You might use something like clothing or paper or old toilet paper tubes. Here I am using an old paper towel tube, and I'm going to make it into a very small building. I'm pushing down the top halfway, pushing down the other top the other way, and that closes up the top of my cardboard. I can draw on it now with something like a permanent marker or a crayon and turn that tube into a small-sized building. You don't have to make a building, but I wanted to show you how you might. Make sure that for your landscape, you're adding the details you can with the supplies you have on hand. I'm even adding some roof detail here. A few more details of color, and voila! I like it. I think I'll be able to use that. You might have a scrap of cardboard on hand, and with that you could just draw a small human figure. It's hard to add very much detail when you're drawing this small, but think about what position the body might be in. I'm going to cut it out now. And then I'm going to add a little toothpick to the back with tape so that I can use it in my landscape. And something else you might make is just a small cityscape. I'm using a scrap of cardboard here and adding some small detail with marker, and then cutting it out, adding a toothpick. Here I am using an old coffee sleeve to try and make something like a boat. All right, let's see how these things work. Here is my cityscape in with kind of a house plant to show that it is small and the land is big. Here is a boat in a blanket ocean to show that it is small and the sea is enormous. And this is me finding a little spot for my building. When you're going to photograph, you have to make sure everything can stay in place just long enough to get a picture. You might take your items outside and create a beautiful landscape using just the things and the places in your yard. Wow, suddenly my yard feels huge. Here is the photograph that I took. You might just have some clothes laying around that inspire you, and so you could add a simple detail to make it feel more like a landscape. When you're taking your pictures, try from many different angles to see what you like best. Have fun making your landscape.